Bilderberg here today. This is incredible, absolutely incredible, seeing you all here in a designated press area within the grounds of the Bilderberg conference. And I just thought I'd put it in a little bit of context from my own personal experiences, quite how extraordinary it is for me to look down and see this, and to see cameras everywhere, and to have seen Sky News and Channel 4 News and the BBC and the Times and the Associated Press and Reuters all here, all reporting on the Bilderberg conference. Can we have a big hand for the mainstream press? They turned up this year. And now I'd like an even bigger hand for the alternative media. The alternative media, the free media, who have been following this event and similar things in the world for a long time, and have been banging on this particular drum for a long time, and this is the fruit of it. The fruit of it was, one of the little fruits of it was my turning up in 2009 to cover it in Athens, because I read about it in the alternative media. I went along. I didn't even really know it was going to be in Athens. I saw one little link on an internet forum somewhere, and thought, okay, why not? I'll go along and write about it. So I went along, and there was barely 10, 12 people outside, and absolutely no mainstream media. I barely counted myself as mainstream media, but I was blogging it for The Guardian. And I haven't yet invoiced for any of them. No, questions after the end. So, yeah. I want you to imagine what it was like in 2009 in Vilnius. Absolutely no press, very few people. I say no press. There were a few bloggers, some independent journalists, but barely more than a dozen. And now we come to today, and it's just the difference is staggering. And I think that difference is due entirely to the alternative media, because the mainstream media has found it incredibly difficult to talk about Bilderberg. It just hasn't had almost the mental, the intellectual ability to address it. And I think what's happened this year is finally the mainstream media has understood what it is. Oh, this sounds exciting. More exciting than me.
They're not letting any more in.
Hello, anyway.
Let them in! Let them in!
Is that the Queen himself?
Let them in! 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 Let them in!
Nobody. Well, this is all very exciting. I'm going to take a short break for a commercial. Just sit back, enjoy the commercials.
Charlie, thank you very, very much. And all our contributions here are really important right now. And if there is something going on, obviously we're going to hopefully they'll just allow us to come more and spread the space. That's all we need to do, just move a bit of bunch and everything, and we can, get a happier going. Also in the corner over there, there's an acoustic sort of kind of setup, and we've got anyone who's got instruments as well, I encourage you to come over and have a jam. Yeah, he's going to come back on, by the way, but we're just going to see what's happening.
There's DYKES in it, yeah.
So also there's that going on, and someone's giving reflexology, but you have to find out what that is. We've got a meditation coming on over there, so we'll see how it turns out.
Back there.
It's gone in, isn't it?
Oh, of course, no negativity, please, obviously show your, emotion. Exactly. Distraction. Yeah. It's distraction, you know it, don't do it.
That's exactly so don't get drawn into it, because he's going to take it. Is it those problems? Yeah, they're ejecting the problem. I would simply be happy if I can just continue doing what I'm doing now and still have a roof over my head, still be able to put food into my belly and all these necessary things that everybody needs. But I don't need anything personal out of this. I don't need money. I don't want any of the attention and stuff like that. I just want to be able to sustain myself and be able to continue. So hopefully Fresh for Truth will inspire people to do the same things. And I want to encourage people to know that I'm certainly nothing special. This is something that anyone can do. It just involves taking that leap. Diving in head first. When I began this, I didn't know anything about activism or filmmaking or any of that, and I just learned as I went. And it's all about just taking that initial step. So I would certainly encourage people to, you know, if you're interested in this kind of work, just take that first step. Just dive head first. Even if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to figure it out along the way, as I did. And if I can do it, you guys can do it. So that's what I have to say about that.
Wonderful. And just real quick, where do you see us as a society going? Like, as a global society, what would be your vision for a more sustainable, equitable, like, peaceful future? Is there something that you feel like you've been learning along the way that you would share with people?
Well.
Sorry, that's a tricky question, but
yeah.
As like, how do you feel? Like, what's in your heart? You know?
You know what? I have hope that things are going to come around for mankind, basically, and it's all about just continuing to do the right thing. When you get involved in this, if you're not coming from, thank you, if you're not coming from a solid place, if it's not coming from the heart, you're not going to get anywhere, basically. And so people have to keep it real. People have to stay true to themselves, and I think when we do that, the only way is to lead by example, really. You can't force people to do anything. If you want to be a leader, you just have to simply lead by example, and hopefully others will come to the realization that they, can better themselves as well. So it's all about planting those truth seeds, if you will, and you never know what that may sprout into. You might inspire the next Alex Jones or the next Luke Radowski or the next person like that. You never know who you might inspire when you just continue to plant those truth seeds, and that's what it comes down to. It's just doing it day in and day out. So, yeah.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Fuck, I wish I'd known that was happening earlier.
Thanks, man.
Cool, man.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.